Well, the ZeroUAV is almost ready. Had to get a power supply for the second VTX here, so we did a nice splice into the power going into the first, so that we have a split here with heat shrink totally covered up. Then we have the ridiculous white ground and dark colored video signal, which doesn't make any sense at all. Had to figure that out. Power, no problem. We've got the Fatshark 700, very nice image on the receiver. And then we also have the OSD from the ZeroUAV overlay with all its data. Have to get the scan going here. We'll find this screen. Here it comes. No. Yes. And there we go. Audio off. And there's our data screen for the ZeroUAV flight control. We are inside with the GPS, but we're not attracting any satellites at all right now. We've got our battery voltage. We've got our heading, which is actually backwards. If we were flying in the room here, north is the other way. Once with GPS sets in, it will of course correct all of that. So it's a very nice OSD screen, quite cluttered for somebody looking through the GH4. So this might have to go to the feed for the FPV, but that would mean opening up the controller bay and wiring in the OSD to the FPV camera, which I don't think we're going to be doing. So we'll have to be framing with this, and hopefully there will be a function where we can turn off the OSD heads up. But it would be really nice for flying. So I think eventually it's going to have to go on the FPV camera. But the OSD output is far inside the belly of the beast here, which is assembled at the factory. It would mean getting into the rat's nest that they created, which I am not too confident in doing. Though, I do know that this unit here is the OSD function box here, so if I could find the inputs, I would be able to do it. But this wiring harness is so tight. You can see here with this incredible sharp pull on this OSD box. I'm going to have to take this off and relieve some tension on that, because that's just incredibly stupid to be wiring it that tight to something just for symmetry, basically. The balance weight check won't be that different if that 12 grams is moved over. But again, it's going to be pretty nerve-wracking tomorrow when we start it up, and we are not going to use the parachute, but we are going to try to get a test hover done, and we'll see how the ZeroUAV performs. I expect it to be quite smooth. We will have a GH4 in the bottom there, so we probably won't get above landing gear height where it will retract. I'm going to try to keep it low enough that we can let it down softly if we have to. Seen too many super huge quads flip over and just stick sensitivity and that kind of thing. But with the Futabas, there should be a good throttle response and everything like that. And there's our Fatshark 700 CCD camera on the front. And the cable, with it slightly pointed down, as you can see, does not show up in the picture. So that's quite surprising, and I'm very happy about that, especially if I have to fly it. So there you go, folks. Tomorrow we fly this beast, or we crash something, like the computer maybe. Not the vehicle itself. Don't want to jinx it.